Dear students, Namaste, and once again welcome back to another session of online mathematics class. In this session we are going to discuss about bar graphs. In earlier classes you have studied and constructed bar graphs. Here we have discussed them through a more formal approach. Okay, let's start with exercise 14.3. Here a survey conducted by an organization for the cause of illness and death among the women between the ages 15 to 44 years worldwide found the following figures in percentage. Serial number, causes, female fatality rate in percentage. First one is reproductive health conditions. The rate is 31.8 percentage. Second one, neuropsychiatric conditions. It is 25.4 percentage. Injuries 12.4 percentage. Cardiovascular conditions 4.3 percentage. Respiratory conditions 4.1 percentage. And other causes 22 percentage. Here the questions are, first one, represent the information given above graphically. We have to represent this data graphically. Here the bar graph is the better way to represent this situation graphically. So we can draw a bar graph first. And the second one is, which condition is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide. So from this graph it is clear that it is the highest one, 31.8 percentage. It is nothing but reproductive health condition. So you can write the answer for the second part as reproductive health condition is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide. Okay. And the third sub question is, try to find out with the help of your teachers any two factors which play a major role in the cause in two means reproductive health conditions. Okay. Being the major cause. That means what are the two major factors affect the reproductive health conditions. And the factors are a lack of proper diet and a lack of advised exercises. These are the two major causes of female ill health. Okay. Now we shall draw the graph, bar graph. First of all we can draw x-axis and y-axis. So on x-axis we can write the causes. So here we can mark. You can draw it on the graph paper. Here we can mark the values. Okay, here the values are, the highest value is 31.8 and the least value is 4.1. So here I am going to mark as a multiple of 4, 8, then 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and so on. Okay. Y-axis. Here we can mark it as x-axis. First one is reproductive health conditions. We know in a bar graph each variable is represented by using rectangular bars, leaving equal space between them. Okay. So here first one is 31.8. So approximate, here we can mark that number 31.8. You can draw a rectangular bar. Okay. Now we can leave one space. Next one is neuropsychiatric conditions, 25.4. So here we can mark approximate as 25.4. Again we can leave a space. Then injuries 12.4. Okay. Then leave a space. Cardiovascular conditions 4.3. Then respiratory conditions 4.1. Other causes 22. Okay, so here we can write reproductive health conditions. You can write it inside the bar or outside the bar, no problem. Okay. Next, neuropsychiatric conditions. Next one, injuries. Next we can write outside cardiovascular conditions. Next is respiratory conditions. Next is other causes. So this is the bar graph for the given data. Okay. Here also we can write female fertility rate. Within bracket in percentage. This is on y-axis and causes on x-axis. Is it clear? Here the second question is, the following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per thousand boys in different sections of Indian society is given below. Here the data is given in tabular form. Section, number of girls per thousand boys. Okay. Scheduled caste 940, scheduled tribe 970, non-SC or ST 920, backward districts 950, non-backward district 920, rural 930, urban 910. First question, represent the information above by a bar graph. Second sub question, in the classroom, discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the graph. Okay, first we can draw the bar graph, then we can discuss the second part. Okay, first we can draw the axis. X-axis. Here we can mark 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 and 1000 y-axis, and on the x-axis here section, here number of girls per 1000 boys. Okay, first section is scheduled caste. It is 940. So approximately here we can mark 940. This is scheduled caste, or in short we can write SC. Then scheduled tribe 970. So here we can mark okay, this is scheduled tribe. Third one is non-SC or ST 920. Okay, this is non-SC/ST. Then backward districts 950. Backward districts. Then non-backward districts 920. Non-backward district. Then rural 930. And the last one, urban 910. Okay, so this is the bar graph for the given data. In your graph book, you can easily draw the bar graph by taking the exact measures. Okay, you can also shade the bars. In order to beautify the graph, you can shade it like in any manner, no problem. Okay, here the second sub question is, what are the conclusion we can arrive from the graph? So after drawing the graph, you can write the conclusion. The number of girls per 1000 boys is maximum in the section scheduled tribe, that is 970, and the number of girls per 1000 boys is minimum in the section urban in the society. Okay, it is 910. Then the next conclusion is, the number of girls per 1000 boys is same in the categories non-SC, ST and non-backward districts. Okay, so these are the main conclusions we can arrive at from the graph. Okay. Now we move on to question number 3. Given below are the seats won by different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly election. Political party and seats won. A, B, C, D, E and F. A1 75 seats, B1 55 seats and C 37 seats, D 29 seats, E 10 seats and F 37 seats. Draw a bar graph to represent the polling results. It is the first part. Second part, which political party won the maximum number of seats? In the table, it is clear that the political party A won the maximum number of seats. A won how many seats? 75 seats. Okay. Here the answer to the second part is the political party A won the maximum number of seats. Okay. Now we can draw the bar graph to represent this polling result. Right. So we can draw the axis, x-axis. Here on x-axis we can write the political parties, and on y-axis we can write the seats won. So here we can mark 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Okay. Now the first one is political party A won 75 seats. So here we can mark it 75. B won 55. A, here B. Then C won 37. C. Then D1 29. D1 29. Then E1 10. Here it is E. And F1 37. Okay, this is F. So this is the bar graph corresponding to the given table of information. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.